Watching an hour-long tutorial on a programming language is not the only way you can learn a programming language. In fact, learning the basics of a programming language not only increases your chance of having a connection with multiple programming languages, but also helps you understand code. So let's move on to it, and some warning for you, which is you might get convinced that programming is really easy, and you might also get motivated to program with Python, seeing how easy the examples in Python are, and you will be able to understand the basic codes or at least have an idea what ChatGPT or Copilot or Gemini has gifted you. Anyway, let's
Emotional
not delay. Let's
damage.
go straight into it. Variables and data types. So variables, you can think of it as a bucket, and data types, you can think of it as the kind of stuff you will put inside the bucket. So there are four primary, I'll tell you. One is integer, with just simply numbers, as you see. And then there is decimal numbers, which is another category. You can call it float in general. There is Boolean, which basically means true or false. And there is string and text,
I don't
which
know
I
what
mean
this
is
is,
text,
but
basically string.
it's kind of hot.
So these are the four primary types, but thing is note that depending on your programming language, it might change. So Java has like int, float, double, long, short, and all are related to numbers. So it depends on which programming language you're in. Anyway, without further delay, the basic operations, mathematic operations, which is like it's really simple for the programming languages. However, it's still useful for us. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and the one you might not know is modulus. So I'll tell you about modulus. Modulus is basically giving you the reminder of what you asked for it. So let's say you divide 12 by 5, that is like you get 2, but then there is a reminder 2 also. So 5 into 2 is 10. And then there's the reminder 2. Modulus will remind, like give you back the 2. So 12 modulus 5 is equal to 2. Okay, and you know the other ones, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So control flow is basically what the name suggests, that you are controlling the flow of your code. Now you can do it in several ways, but let's talk about the basic ways. So conditional statements, so where you put conditions on how on based on which your code will run. So you want to tell you can't tell somebody you are an adult and you are a minor at the same time. If the age is more than 18, you want to tell that person you're an adult. If the age is not more than 18, then you say you're a minor. So you're not just randomly printing all lines, you're doing something specific depending on the condition that was put, which is age greater than 18. So this is called conditional statement, which is helping you control the flow of your code. Another way is loops. So loops, basically what it does is it repeats a block of code. Now it might sound really simple, but the thing is you can do lots of things with it. So you can like put lots of addition, subtraction, and other things printing in a loop, and even put conditions in a loop. So if it's an even number, do this. If it's an odd number, do that. So in a loop, when it's running for the first time, it's an even number, so it's doing something, and the next time when it's an odd number, it's doing something else. So it's a powerful thing. Input and output. So this is very straightforward. You might get scared looking at the Java code on that left. Just ignore it. It has a lot of concepts like classes and how it works. But have a look at the Python code that just has a variable and you're saying input, and then you will input something. So maybe I input my name there, and then it will print out hello Wasim or hello Walid or whatever. So that's output. So you give input, you tell the programming language to take user input, and then with using it or without using it. And comments and indentation, this is like indentation is very important for Python. So comments is basically just for you or us, like the one who will read your code. So comments is the thing that the programming languages don't care about, but then you can write like what you did in this code, what's happening here, so that somebody else who doesn't understand your weird code can actually understand your weird. And indentation is basically like the way it's arranged. So see in Python how it's like every line. If I go to some other code, like for example this one, you see like there's a space here. If you don't have this space, then it will actually throw an error, which is not the case with Java. So that's one thing, like that's indentation. Anyway, next, moving on. Arrays and lists. Arrays and lists, simply you can think of it something that helps you store multiple values. It's a data structure to store multiple values. It's called arrays in Java, even in C++, and it's called lists in Python. Now, I didn't mention you to one thing. Now, I was waiting for this opportunity. So there is something called dynamic programming language and dynamically typed programming language and statically typed. So basically, statically typed means that you have to mention what is the type of your data. In dynamically typed, you don't have to mention. The fruits, it might not matter that much when you're just using variables. However, this is a major difference when it's arrays. Cause like think of it like in your Java array, you can only put integers because you have to say that, okay, I want an array of integer
Are you
numbers. In
serious?
Python, however, you can put numbers, of course, but you can also put like
I like this.
ABC with
This is
like your
cute.
list can have one,
I'm
two,
almost
three,
excited.
C, D, true, false, whatever you want to put in the list. It's the world is in your hands. So this is one thing like really different between these two. And then there's functions. Functions is again reusable block of code. So a function can have a set of things that you learned above and use them in one simple place. So let's say you have a function that calls greet. So you might say that, okay, there could be a function of saying hi and then just shaking hands. So these are like
Okay.
tasks that you will do when you greet someone. So this is one function, and then there could be a function eat that would have like take spoon, choose food, put it in mouth, and then I don't know, you
Nice.
get the idea. So that's functions, and it might also be called methods. So both are the same thing. Classes is definitely not a basic concept, but I'll give you a very small snippet so that at least you can understand ChatGPT code because it will be probably using classes in many cases. So classes is like you can think of it as a bigger thing. Like let's say there's a person. So a person has some characteristics, right? He has a name or she has a name, she has an age. Speaking of he and she, they have a gender. And they can do certain stuff. They can greet, they can eat, they can walk. So this is one person. In your program, do you want to write the code for creating a person every time you create a person? What if you have to create 100 people actually? So that is when that you when you create 100 people and for each person you just want one blueprint. You will just put the values there like name, age, and then the other things it will be created automatically because you have the blueprint of each person. Same thing for Java. So that's what classes do. It's a blueprint. Libraries and modules, okay, this is what makes a programming language to really compete with each other because depending on what kind of libraries and modules are available, the programming language increases in power. So what is libraries and modules? You can think of it as add-ons. When somebody installs a game and then if they have add-ons, they purchase something, they purchase a better weapon, they purchase a more cool outfit, or just you can say that cool outfits are useless. But if your outfit has some extra stats like armor or something, then you become stronger. So that's the concept that when you add something, it becomes better. So Python has like a lot of libraries. Java also has libraries, but Python is like dominant in this thing. It's like libraries, vastness makes it really, really simple. Some projects that you will do in Python are simply just so easy because it just has the correct library for it, especially when it comes to AI. Alright, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. You can have a look at the other tutorial videos that are really quick and short and easy and fun. I hope you liked it. If you did, please let me know in the comments below. Any questions also let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you on the next. Take care. Bye bye.